All right, Transformers, Angelo Reynolds Sr. here, and you guys know we're live, and this is one of my solace places that I do come to, and I hope you guys are joining me because today we close out the transformational vitamin of the week. Look at that beautiful vegetation, that beautiful water in that sky. Yes, we're here. All right, so today is Thursday. You guys know we close the vitamin out of the week. And so for those persons who've been joining us all week, or if you're new to the segment, we've been talking about overcoming any obstacle. And so we went into great detail, and I started the week talking about my personal story. Oh, for those persons who are on the air, who come on the air, I'm Angelo Reynolds Sr. This is the Transformers Academy. And so the Transformers Academy, for those persons, just a quick overview, is a place where you can grow personally and professionally. And so what I do each week is my goal is to make sure that I provide you with the necessary ingredients and things that are both useful in your personal and your professional life. And so with that, the transformation is about evolving from one place to the next. I candidly focus on areas that I know are useful in your workplace, with relationships, career, family, health, spiritual, education, all those things that I feel are a part of some type of transformation. That is, you are evolving from one place to the next. And so at the Transformers Academy, weekly, I began a segment, called it the Transformers Academy, the Transformation Vitamin of the Week. And if you've been following me on all social media, which many of you have been, we say thank you for you guys. But more importantly, we welcome you guys to the weekly broadcast that's live 7 p.m. Eastern every single night, Eastern daily, starting on Sundays with a new transformational vitamin of the week. If you have an opportunity to become more inquisitive and inquire about the Transformers Academy, go to DrAngeloReynolds.com, where you get a chance to see exactly what we do, how you can it can be a fit for you and your organization. And we hope that you guys will reach out to us in an effort to find your place in transformation. Okay, we're outside, so you know there's noise. I hope you guys can hear. Stay with me because this is a beautiful sight here, especially as we're talking about something that I know we all deal with, and that is obstacles. And so this week's title of the Transformational Vitamin is How to Overcome Any Obstacle. And so if you go to the content that I uploaded on YouTube, you'll find that I talked about 3 do's and don'ts, just suggestive measures in terms of overcoming any obstacle. But more importantly, I talked about how I transitioned and then transformed from one place as a transformation to the next, as I was 6 years a convicted felon. And so the title goes from Ph.D. to convicted felon. And so I had someone come on the air and say, well, you have the title backwards. No, the title isn't backwards. I was at the top of my pinnacle level of success in academia, but took a fall. An obstacle and a challenge and a major setback came and evolved that took me all the way down to becoming a convicted felon. And with that became house arrest. With that became a convicted felon title. With that became the inability to obtain gainful employment for 6 years. And so that's why I titled it Ph.D. to convicted felon. Not because it was an error, but because it was a transformation moving from one place to the next. And so many people inquired and said, hey, what happened? Did you go to jail? Did you spend time on probation? Yes, all of those things. I spent some time in jail. I spent a year in house arrest. But also, in the end, I came out on top. What does that mean? Well, the conviction was dropped. I no longer have a felony record, but there were some consequences or some sacrifices to overcome that challenge in the beginning. Persons who are familiar with the case or know the story, you know that I was a victim of circumstance. And so I share this to you guys just to kind of highlight a story, my story, but I'm sure that you guys have stories, and I'm sure that there are things that or challenges or obstacles that you have faced in the past that may not have become so favorable for you. Mine was unfavorable, but I turned it into something favorable. And so my goal was to make sure that we talk to you about the things that I did. Number one, I'll tell you what I did that really got me through the whole challenge. Number one, I became so close and found my spiritual creator. That was something that I've been talking about all week. Finding a way to connect with your higher power. That is God, the creator himself. Constantly doing that. Finding refuge, connecting directly to the creator, and making sure that you become inquisitive, ask questions, and seek his guidance. That's number one. Number two is begin to tap into your innovative, creative thoughts. That is, tapping into your passion, your gifts, your talents, and any of those things that have resonated in your mind that you wanted to do. Let me give you an example. For me, I wanted to write. For me, I wanted to speak. For me, I wanted to make sure that I could empower people and say things that would help them feel good. So as a result of tapping into my creative thoughts, I wrote 2 books. Number one, obviously, Overcoming Obstacles, Beating the Odds. And the second one, The Act of Change. And so thank you for the hearts there. I see them coming in. And so as a result, number 2, tapping into your innate qualities and God-gift passion is what I did. And number 3, that really helped me a whole lot as well, and finally, was I got rid of the combative, self-destructive behavior. What do you mean by that? Well, I was a drinker. I abused alcohol for years. I was a drinker. I was a functional alcoholic. And so the reason why I'm telling you this is because self-destructive behaviors evolve out of obstacles. And so what I want you to know today is those obstacles that you're faced with, those challenges and those setbacks are temporary building blocks to get you where you need to go. I know. You say, I don't understand. Well, I don't. I don't know your situation, but I do understand. Because it doesn't matter the severity or tumultuous time of your obstacle, it can be overcome. And so that's what my goals this week, thank you for the hearts. That's what my goal has been all week, to share insight, but also personal experience in terms of how you too can overcome any challenge, any obstacle, come back from a setback, and continue to move forward. So if you're on the air, you like the broadcast, thank you. We ask that you share this with those persons around you, someone who you may know or feel needs some help with overcoming an obstacle. My goal was to make sure that you had some ingredients in terms of what your situational foes may be. Listen, you can do it. You guys are transformers in the making. We talk all week about moving from one place to the next. How good would it be to overcome that challenge? If you have an addiction, if you have some pitfalls, if you've had some bad relationships, if you have some stigmatism in your education, if you have some things that you are lacking, you still are able to overcome those obstacles to beat the odds. Listen, you're talking about a kid, myself, grew up in the projects, sexually abused at an early age, father left home at an early age, mom raised 3 kids in the housing projects, but I came out successful. And that's not to bolster or stick my chest out, but that is to let you know that it's not where you start, but it's where you plan to go. And so I'm hoping that you guys are taking heed and take these notes and play these things back. Something that can be creative measures in your walk of transformation. I don't know if you're in a transformation of your health, in your relationships, in your career, in your spiritual walks, or an educational endeavor or pinnacle level that you're trying to reach to. I'm telling you here today, it's possible. It's possible to overcome any obstacle and beat the odds, but it all starts within. And I know you guys can do it. Listen, we start on Sundays. I hope this has been a beacon of hope, of love, and inspiration to you guys, and something that you can remember, play back, and say, listen, I learned at least one thing for there. Listen, I am free today. I am free of alcohol and drugs. I'm no longer an alcoholic. I'm free of those things. I'm no longer a felon. I'm employable, but I'm also impacting and living my dream. I want you to live your dream too, because it's so important. There's so many people out there who are dream busters, but I can tell you today, if you walk the path of transformation and tap into your God-given talents, you can overcome and defeat any challenge and obstacle that there is. If you guys have questions, I would love to hear from you. Go to DrAngeloReynolds.com. Listen, go to YouTube. Take a look at all the videos we have there. Something for you. And each week, just follow us, because we start on Instagram. We post and go to Twitter. And you can, if you're following me already, you know we do this on Sundays and we go the whole week. And hopefully you guys will be a part of the Transformers Academy through the subscription there. We love to hear from you. You guys have been a wonderful, wonderful audience and viewership. We love you, love you, love you, love you. Peace and blessings. Ain't nothing but love and the best in your walk of transformation. I am Angelo Reynolds, Senior, that is. And you guys who've been following me know I am Senior, but there is a Junior. And it's been a process of moving from one place to the next. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the blessings. Thank you for the love I share with you guys. Listen, I wish you nothing but the best. Catch us on Sunday. If you have questions, specific questions that you like to share and you like to be a part of, and you like for me to answer personally for you guys, I would love to do that. It's just been a blast for you guys. The sun is bright. You guys are wonderful. The ocean is there. I'm getting some sunshine. How about rejoicing and moving forward, overcoming your obstacles, being the best that you can best. We hope to see you soon. Be blessed, be the best. Overcome those obstacles. You can do it. You're the best. We'll see you on Sunday. Peace and blessings.